What's going on, everyone? Welcome to today's video, and as you can see from the title, we're going to be discussing how to use Grok better than 99% of people. And from the overview, you can see we're going to be delving into the one thing that Grok does better than any other AI tool, doing real-time X trend hunting, doing deep research on the web, plus on X with real receipts. I'm also going to be showing you how to use this AI to write content that actually has a spine. So it's going to have its own brand voice and it's going to have its own takes. Then I'll be showing you how to create visuals with just one click. This is going to be with images and videos. And then lastly, we'll be doing a final review. So with that being said, let's talk about the one thing that Grok does better than any other AI platform at the moment. And to demonstrate how this works, we're going to be using Grok to create a completely original piece of content. So the prompt that I've entered here is to find a niche topic on X that's suddenly exploding with engagement. And then I'm just going to hit enter right here. Now, this is where Grok differentiates itself from all the other mainstream tools on the market, because Grok has direct access to the public posts on X, meaning that it can pull from millions of live conversations that are happening right now while I'm searching. If I typed in this exact prompt in Claude, ChatGPT or Perplexity, it would have pulled articles from either yesterday, last week, or maybe even a month ago. But with Grok, I'm getting real live information, which gives it a massive advantage. So here we go. As you can see, Grok has given me the feedback. So we have Mugenics, which is a game that's trending right now in India. We have Claudebot, which is an AI that's trending all across the internet right now. And then we have a few other stuff down here that are currently trending on X that people are currently talking about in the crypto space, NFT space, and things of that nature. Now that we have this list of popular topics that are trending on X, we can now move into the next section of this video, deep research. Now, what I really love about deep research is that it's going to give us a bigger picture on the topic and give us a better understanding before we go ahead and create any kind of content or write about this specific topic. Now, some of the larger language models out there already have deep research, but Grok's autonomous research mode combines web sources with live X data in a way that no other AI tool can. To use this feature on Grok, all you need to do is enter using deep research and then enter whatever it is that you want Grok to do deep research on. So in my case, I've entered using deep research, give me a comprehensive analysis of X, which is going to be my topic. And in this case, we're going to be doing deep research on Claudebot AI. This should take anywhere from 30 seconds to a few minutes to generate this report for you. It all depends on the complexity of the topic that you're doing deep research on. So here we go. As you can see, this took about 58 seconds to complete my entire report on Claudebot. Right, so you can see it's giving me all of the information as to when it was launched. They've let me know that it's open source, and as I scroll through here, you can see the different features and capabilities of Claudebot. It shows me how to set it up, how to integrate it, all the extensions that I can use, security risks, and everything I would need to know to go ahead and write about this or create any kind of content that I'm doing on this specific topic. And this is not just made up information or outdated data. As you can see, Claudebot started picking up traction from February 19th of this month, and right now it's February 26th, right? So this is live data that is pulled not only from the internet, but from X right now. And specifically, I think people are using this for trading in crypto markets. They're using it to predict the weather, events, and everything like that. So this is a real-time information that we're getting as I'm searching. Now, the advantage of this is that you get both sides, right? So you get the official links and sources from companies that are speaking about the promises, and then you have data from real people on X that are actually using this tool and testing it out and getting real results. Now that I have all of this information on this topic, on this AI tool, now we can move into the next section of this video. So what we're discussing right now with Grok is writing a script with a clear voice that has a stance. And this is where this tool again completely separates itself from the competition. One thing that I personally love and appreciate about Grok is the way it's just direct and more personal than any of the other AI tools. A lot of the times when I'm using Claude or ChatGPT, they tend to kind of, play it safe, right? They don't want to, go against the grain too much. They try to be neutral. Whereas with Grok, it's going to give you its own opinion. It's going to give you a proper stance like what you would get if you was talking to a real human being. Grok will pick a side and it will be naturally assertive about it. And let's be honest, this is exactly the type of content that you want to stand out on the internet. Content that's punchy, that actually has a backbone, that doesn't sound like all of the rest of the AI slop out there. And to do this for yourself, all you need to do is click this button right here, which is the auto drop down menu. And then right at the bottom, you're going to see where it says custom instructions. You're going to just select customize. And in this section, it's going to ask you how you want Grok to behave, right? So you can click any of these options right here, like formal, concise, Socratic, comprehensive, or you can go ahead and click custom. I usually go this way so I can give it its own tailored style of writing, and I recommend you do the same. So we're going to go ahead and click custom right here. Then we're going to give it some custom instructions that it always has to follow every time it gives us an output. So for my instructions that I've entered right here is for Grok to be very direct and give me a confident voice, right? We don't want it to play it safe or neutral like ChatGPT or any other AI tools. We want it to give us a real authentic voice. Another thing I've said right here is to be more conversational and slightly more blunt, like a real person would with their own opinions. So I've also let it know if something is overhyped or flawed, to say it plainly or explain it in simple terms. Include specific examples when possible. So you can see from just this instructions I've given it, you can already start to understand the responses I'm going to get when I'm using Grok compared to any other AI tool. And then what you need to do once you've entered your instructions, you can use my exact instructions if you want to. Just go ahead and click right here where it says save. After that, I can go back to the main screen of Grok and then prompt it something like this. You are an elite copywriter with a sharp and modern voice. Your task is to write me 3 alternative intros for an article about Claudebot. Your prompt might not be as detailed as my one is, but you can use something similar or along the same lines of this, and you're gonna get a good output because of the previous instructions that we've given it. Now from here, I'm gonna hit enter so you guys can see the output that Grok has given us to show you how much of a difference this makes. And as you can see right out the gate, Grok has given me exactly what I've asked for, right? It's giving me the 3 different intros. And if you actually pause this video and read along, this sounds like how a real human would talk, right? So it's given me its own takes, it's structured it in a way that is readable, very easy, and it has its own opinion, right? And it has a natural flow to it that sounds like a human actually writ this, right? All of these different intros sounds like something that I would actually use in an article. Now to show you guys why this matters and the difference that this actually made me giving it the custom instructions, I've opened another AI tool right here, Perplexity AI, and I've entered the exact same prompt. And here we go, right? You can see it's giving us the same structure, but if you actually read this doesn't sound as human as Grok done it. It doesn't sound as direct. It doesn't give you proper information. It's not even laid out in a way how we naturally speak, right? To me, this sounds more like HR, corporate kind of speech instead of a natural, direct kind of flow that you would have if a human was writing this. So you can see straight away using the exact same prompt, the different kind of outputs that you get in between Grok and a different platform. And this matters because personality wins, right? Actually sounding like a human in this day and age where everyone's using AI, everyone's just, getting the first thing that they get from ChatGPT and just putting it on the internet. Grok gives you real content that people actually read and find valuable. And this could be the difference between having something that is unsuccessful and, not getting much views to content that's actually interesting to people, get readers, and you can potentially monetize with. And if we go back to Grok, we can even push it a level further than this, right? What I like to do a lot of times is I don't take the first output that the AI gives me. I like to give it another prompt similar to one I'm about to show you right now to get the response to a level that I'm satisfied with. So here you can see I've entered rewrite all 3 intros, but make it way more blunt. Stop being polite, call it out directly, and make the point hit harder than before. And I'm gonna go ahead and enter this prompt right now so you guys can see the improvement that this makes straight away. So here we go. You can see live in just a matter of seconds, it's giving me a more enhanced and improved text that's way more direct, way more relatable, that I can now use on my blog posts, on my website, or wherever else, social media, or wherever else that I'm going to be discussing Claudebot. And in your case, this could be about literally any topic. All right, now moving into the next section of this video, this is where we're going to be discussing how we can create different visuals on Grok, like images and videos. This is going to be a nice transition from the previous section, as I'm actually going to use the script to create the images and the videos. Now to do this, we're going to head back over to Grok once again, and we're going to click the sidebar on the left. Once you've selected that, it's going to take you over to this section, which is Grok's creative mode, where you can generate images or videos for completely free. To toggle between the two, all you need to do is come to this section right here, and then you can go from videos to images. You can even change the aspect ratio or the video resolution, right? Even the video duration if you wanted to make a longer style video. What I'm going to do for now is just keep it on image, and then we're going to select the 16:9 aspect ratio. My topic is going to be about an AI tool, so I want it to be a very creative image that literally stands out as soon as people see it. So you can see from my prompt, I've entered a sleek, friendly robot assistant beside a solo creator, organizing floating paper scraps into a clean outline and draft on a glowing screen, right? I've let the AI know I want it to be modern, minimalistic, premium lighting, muted tones. I don't want any kind of text, and to keep the aspect ratio 16:9. Now I can actually remove this last section because I already adjusted that in the settings, but from here all I'm going to do is go ahead and hit enter. You can see right now it's already giving me all of the different images, which is the thing that I really love about Grok, right? If you was to do this on ChatGPT, it will probably take at least a minute or so to generate one image. Not only has it given me exactly what I've asked for, but it's giving me multiple images that I can select from, right? And I can include into my article, which is about Claudebot, right? And if you know anything about Claudebot, the main selling point is that it's an assistant that works 24 hours for you. So these images do a very good job in representing that, right? So I can just go ahead and click on any of these. And I think I can also make a video of any of these. So if I wanted to turn this one into a video, I could just click the right hand side here and then make it into a video. I can save it. I can do so many different things with any of these AI images that is generated. And the best thing about this, guys, is that it's 100% free. I just signed up with my Google account and I'm generating stuff without any kind of limitations. Another thing that's really good about this AI tool is that it lets you generate images that a lot of other platforms are very strict about. Let's say, for example, if you wanted an image of a public figure giving a keynote, or a movie character placed in a new scenario, Grok will often do this for you when other tools will refuse to do this because of copyright reasons. For example, people might want to enter, let's say, Elon Musk on a stage, Barack Obama doing a presentation, or maybe, you know, Steve Jobs doing a keynote. Whatever the case may be, you can do that on Grok, whereas, as I said, other platforms will not let you do that. So to give you a live demonstration of this, we're going to go back to Imagine once again, and then we're going to go back down to the image. We'll keep it the same aspect ratio. Actually, you know what, we'll make it square, right? And then I'll tell it to create an image of, you know, Steve Jobs doing a keynote, for example. And once again, very simple prompt I'm doing here, and I'm going to hit enter. And here we go, guys. Just like that, within a few seconds, we've got a fully AI generated image of Steve Jobs doing a presentation, right? And you can see I've got many different images I can choose from, and I can turn any of these into videos. No other AI tool out there right now is doing it like Grok. The speed of which this is going, the creativity. Look, you have different angles right here. You have the Apple logo. You know, this looks very realistic, right? You have the audience in the background, and the biggest feature is that we can turn this into a video with just one click. Trust me when I say no other tool is doing it like Grok is doing it right now. I've showed you a few use cases in this video, but there's literally infinite amounts of use cases that I could probably take you through to show you the sheer amount of things that it can do for you, whether it's in your personal life or in your business, your creative life, wherever it may be. You can use Grok right now for 100% free to accomplish whatever goal it is that you're after. To quickly review everything that I just covered right here, I showed you how to find trending topics in real time, and we're talking about the most popular topics at the time that you're searching on Grok, or X, formerly known as Twitter. How to use Grok to do deep research both on marketing and reality. how to use AI to write quality content that actually has personality, which is key right there, actually has a backbone and sounds like how a human would speak. And then finally, I showed you how to create visuals that support the type of content that you're creating. All of this from one tool and one singular workflow. Grok is by far one of the best tools that I've seen to stay on top of the topics that people are talking about right now and turning that into content that feels like you. I'll be honest, that combo right there is pretty hard to compete with and find right now on the market. Now, if you want the opposite style of tool, Google has one called Notebook LM. Instead of scraping the internet, finding different sources, it works with the documents that you've provided it. So all of your answers stay locked into one place with all of the citations, so there's no type of guesswork. I've already made a full video on Notebook LM and how to use it properly. So if you're interested, I'm gonna leave that video on the screen right now where I'm gonna take you through this step by step. With that being said, thank you guys for tuning in once again, and I'll see you in the next video.